Chapter 35. There is a considerable difference in my states of consciousness at different times. Often in meditation, I experience the ecstasy of absolute union, but this is lost when I return to conventional life. It worries me somewhat, but the cause lies in the doubts generated by the mind. Therefore, I strive to bring the light from the inner self to bear on it and build a solid foundation in accordance with those spiritual experiences which are the only real consciousness. Then comes the necessity to translate them, if possible, into the language of the mind. Since the mind itself is only a reflection in the realm of conditioned life, symbols and comparisons are appropriate to the purpose, and in fact are the only means of conveying some ideas. In the light of my previous experiences during meditation, I offer this simile. Individual personalities can be compared to the leaves of a tree. They are numerous, but their common life is that of the tree. It is the source of their existence. The leaves grow, fade, and finally die, but the tree is unaffected by the fate of its individual offspring. It has no favorite leaves. It knows their temporary role, but do the leaves know the destiny of their mother, the tree, whose lifespan transcends by far that of each of them? Their life is possible only so long as they are unseparated from the mother trunk. All of them strive after more sun and air and water, all but unconsciously. They cannot of their own will leave the tree before they are ripe, and this ripeness means dissolution of their form. From the point of view of the leaf, its life is limited, its possibilities circumscribed, and any efforts to avoid the common fate are in vain. Could it but realize that the continuing life of the tree is the only thing that matters, that to carry out its function and faith fully is the only way in which it can increase the life of the tree, on which its own well-being depends, as well as that of all its fellows. It is tragic how we believe that our separateness is real, that what we have is our own, and so remain untouched by the needs of others. Like the leaves of the tree, at the appointed time, our outer shell must fade and die, and the ever-living self be drawn back into its source. Real life is truly only in that. Now my mind becomes quieter, for it has been told the truth in its own language. The realized unity is the life of the spirit in the realm of the eternal. The illusion of separation is death. The lack of egotism in great beings is not based on sentimentality or theory. They know their source. When Christ prayed for his enemies, and when Maharshi, beaten by thieves, turned his other side to their blows, they knew the law. There was no hypocrisy in their acts. They were aware that the same life flows through their tormentors as through themselves. The only difference lay in the fact that Christ and Maharshi recognized their oneness, while the murderers and thieves did not. In the simile of the tree and the leaves, the only difference is in the temporary form and color of the leaves. So even the understanding of the law of life compels us to transfer our consciousness to the spiritual realm, though but for a moment. If we have grasped with the mind the unity of the spirit, we have lived for a moment in the sphere of spirit. Sometimes we are able to grasp and realize the mystical meaning of the teachings of the Master, but the self-oblivious personality forgets these important moments too easily. It seems to say, "The way is long. I am far from home."